So, dear Dhamma practitioners, this is our ongoing meditation session. So, you can be comfortable with your posture while I'm connecting with our other networks. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we are discuss some basic informations related to practice meditation, so especially practice Buddhist meditation, and give some structure yourself to work. So you have to remember, so just by hearing, it's not going to work for you sometimes. So you have to put it to work. You have to exercise with it. So that way, by the time you get some experience, so that experience itself take you to some wisdom. So it is a process. In this process, our purpose is helping you to find a way to uplift your awareness. So once you have the awareness, From there, you can be your own master. When you don't have the awareness, that is where you always need the help. But your mind has capability to go through or to adapt to any situations once you become aware or mindful. For this, one of the important thing is you need is the rest. But today, that is the one of the major part that we missing, resting. So that resting doesn't mean you just become lethargic or you don't do anything. So the resting here means you withdraw from the desire always, because we have nature always to clinging. I want something, gain something, hold something, look for something, search for something. You retreat from that. You withdraw from that. So maybe you rest at home. You come from office and rest at home, lying down on your couch and watching TV and have the strong desire to go for a vacation to somewhere. And by the time you get tired, because you are not resting, your deeper desires keep working so hard. It's like machines. We are itself like machines. These machines, it doesn't feel kind of like a resting. Now when you see most of the new machines, when they introduce battery capacity and the work capacity, memory capacity, and it increase. And as you know, even this cell phone, computer, the most of this gadgetics, from the beginning, when you charge, you have to turn off. But it's not like that now. Even the cell phone, you can put it to charge and keep talking. So like that, these machines, we are trying, and the memories become unlimited, and we call it Pro and Pro Plus, so kind of like that. And we also kind of like follow the machines now. We don't think about rest. You're always into something, always into something. And when we can do a lot of things, we kind of like things, we are like a pro. But by the time on the society, even though we look like pro, deeper we are broken. Because most of time people now maintaining the shallow level of life. They don't know how to go deeper. On the surface level, whatever the emotions they play their life with that. Whatever they see, hear, smell, taste, feel. So they just go with the surface level. To go into deeper, you have to have the strength, courage, desire, effort, wisdom, understanding. This is all you need. But day by day, as in the entire civilization, we are slowly losing that. We are little by little, deeply losing these fundamental human qualities. Why? Because we don't practice it. Remember, whatever the quality you don't practice, it equal to kind of like you don't have it. So then always remember this developing yourself, practicing yourself, uplifting yourself is very necessary for you to find the path to freedom. Otherwise, it's always going to become difficult for you. So don't make your life hard. Don't make your life difficult. So that's why getting to awareness is very necessary. So awareness is a word that most of time we use it from childhood. And not the ness. We always use the aware. We always say when situations come, be aware. We advise, be aware. So what is actually this mean? So the aware, be aware means kind of like a watchful, vigilant. And awareness means the condition of being alert and informed. Being alert and informed. So then you have to look into yourself. It is a mental condition. So regarding what we have to be aware. This is the thing, when it comes to practice meditation, try to understand this very clearly. Because most of time we misunderstand, we misguide ourselves. So the awareness means watchfulness, vigilant, or the condition of being alert and informed. Regarding what? Regarding perception. So be clear. Not about somebody. Not about something far away. So this is here about the perception. Period. Not anything else. So when it comes to perception, what is the meaning of perception? First, you have to understand that. So the perception means receiving, collectiveness. And it's a kind of like a two words, two things together. Perception. Per means thoroughly. Understand this. Per means thoroughly, entirely. Ception means to take, to grasp, to hold. See, the perception means entirely, thoroughly taking into grasping, holding, not half, not just on the surface level. So then look into yourself. How many things that in day-to-day life become that kind of perceived to you? And sometimes there are many things with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. So whatever you perceive, knowingly or unknowingly, maybe you are grasping, you are clinging into it. You are holding into it entirely. But you don't know about it. But here, you have to be aware. You have to kind of like being alert regarding your perception. So that means you have to being alert. You have to be aware regarding what you hold, what you grasp, what you clinging within your mind, not something else. So that is the awareness about perception. And then when it comes to that, there is a sutta. Buddha mentioned that always you have to remember 7 things. To reflect on it. Think about it. The sutta, it's called Vittata Satta Sanya Sutta. Vittata Satta Sanya. Vittata means explain, expand. Satta 7, Sanya, perception. So in this sutra, we can untangle one of the hard problem in Buddhism. What is that? So there are 7 things that you have to reflect on. So then the sanya means the perception. So there are many meanings for the sanya. One is perception. So that's mean what you have, whatever you receive and whatever you holding, grasping thoroughly, completely is called perception. And the sanya, another meaning called consciousness. Whatever in your consciousness, if you keep thinking about something, that can become a sanya. That also one thing. And other one is, it's a kind of like an idea, object of meditation. So just imagine I start to look at this and try to focus to it. So it is an object for my meditation. It's become the primary mental object for me. So then this becomes sanya. Cup become the sanya. So if you take a candle, once it becomes the object for your meditation, you can name it as sanya. So another thing is, if something give you some kind of information, also called sanya. So as example, the very good example is traffic light. Red light, stop. You can't go. Yellow, prepare. to stop or to go, prepare. Green, if it is safe, then you can proceed. If it is safe. So it's giving you some kind of information. So that also called sanya, stop sign. It's a sanya. Turn to right or left or no parking. It's a sanya. So like that, there are 7 things. Here we take the meaning, object of meditation. 7 objects of meditation. Always you have to, another thing is the perception. Always you have to thoroughly, completely get, not half. It's and so whatever the information you get regarding this 7, if you take half of it, you're going to misunderstand. That is what happened to us most of the time. We don't get that information completely. So it is not a kind of like a then perception. I don't know what to tell for that. Because the perception means what you perceive and completely, thoroughly, and you receive it. So somehow, out of these 7, in day-to-day life, always you have to reflect on it a little bit. You don't need some kind of posture for these things. In every day, in whatever situation comes, you always have to reflect on it, be aware about it, and be conscious about it, and even contemplate on it. So like that, first one is Asubha Sanya. Asubha Sanya means, if you look very carefully before we going to see what is Asubha Sanya, we always like to see the world in a kind of like a positive way. We always try to appreciate things. We always try to see the beauty of the world. It's mostly not about that here the world means not about these outside things. The whatever arises in us, that's the main part. So whatever arises in your body is your world. Whatever arises in your mind is your world. That's another world. That another world is the tree, the mountain, this earth is the world. But basically here, you have to remember the other world is what is happening in your head, also another world. So Asubha Sanya means, so whatever that happening in your mind, don't take it as a kind of like always positive way. So there are few things. Asubha means impure, unpleasant, bad, ugly, nasty, disgusting, awful, and not beautiful, unattractive. So those all mean by Asubha. So don't get depressed. So just look into yourself in your life. whatever the difficulty or whatever the troubles, whatever the hard time that you had, before you get into that situation, how you thought about it. Sometimes one of the good example is sometimes people divorce. But before they divorce, how they think about each other. When they having an affair, when they do dating, how they think about each other. You are my soul mate. You are my other half, missing half, like that. But how about when they go to the court and start to file a divorce case? How they talk each other. So they are the one who claim they are like their own soulmate. But now they become their own enemies. But from the beginning, you didn't see the true nature of that person. So that's a one example. Just try to understand. So whatever in us, that most of our ideas, thoughts, arising with the greed, hatred, and the delusion. But we don't see it. Another thing is the anger. One of the major part in the world, everybody appreciate it. Getting angry, mad, there's a huge social validation for that. Killing and the ignorance. Ignorance has a huge validation in the society. Just look at these funny videos, this TikTok make funny videos to make people laugh. And sometimes they create it. Prank. They create it. But the person who watching it believe it's really real. They really believe that is a real incident. And it's edited. Somebody created, and the same kind of people every day doing different kind of things. And so, but we appreciate it, but by the time we are become ignorance. So then that whatever our joy that come out of that moment of perception is impure, unpleasant, because it's a bad, ugly, nasty, disgusting, awful, unattractive, not beautiful. Just imagine you eat something and you have no idea tomorrow you're going to get sick. And there are a lot of people have kind of like food poison. They die. But in the moment of eating, they enjoy eating too much. But in the moment, they take it as kind of like a beautiful, pure, pleasant. They don't see it going to take them to death. They enjoy it. And look at that, that little submarine went to Titanic. The big Titanic itself, take a lot of people to there. And that big submarine, took people to death. But in the moment they jump into it, they keep calling and asking for people go for a vacation, kind of like, giving reward, giving discount whoever come. And they just imagine that London guy got 200,000 like discount. Just imagine if somebody get that kind of discount, that person become happy, enjoy. Oh, 200,000 discount. But that discount put him to death. Those are real stories. Because otherwise you think, oh, we think in life in a kind of like a negative way. No, the most of difficulties come. Your suffering is there because you take this everything as positive. You have no strength, you have no courage to understand this. That's why suffering is the rejection of reality. Suffering is the rejection of reality. But why you suffer? You suffer because of misunderstanding. Why you misunderstand? You are not aware. You are not aware about what? You are not aware about your perception. Not about this outside thing. No, what is coming from inside. You always think that what you think is right. What you want is right. What you do is right. Your choice is right. It take you to hell. It take you to most difficulties. But still you think that your choice is right. This is the reason we cannot understand the reality. So that is one thing. So that's why always remember. So whatever come from you, don't reward it always. Have the wisdom, strength, courage to challenge yourself, question yourself, ask yourself, say no to yourself. It's a strength. If you want to become more better, learn to say no to you. Be hard on you. It's very necessary, because that is where it gives you a very good foundation to stand yourself. That is where it gives the strength, courage, understanding, wisdom to go deeper, not to be on the surface level. To be on the surface level in this society, you don't need this anything. Just you need get a EBT card and just, you can live. You don't need this anything. But if you look for your inner freedom, it's hard. If you don't want to depend on your emotions, if you don't want other people to control you, if you want that the society to control you, if you don't want this suffering, you have to understand the reality. That is the key. So getting to reality, you have to practice this. So when it comes to the 7 perceptions, sanya, one is asubha. Always, whatever come to your mind, it's not the 100%, but you have to have the ability. First, take 100% that whatever Don't take it as a positive, because otherwise, always that whatever the negative thing we always take as positive, we can't understand. Look at our life. Our own choices take us to a lot of difficulties, not others. You are responsible for that. So that's why in the beginning, take 100%. And then little by little, see whatever things come to you, is it profitable to you? Another one is contemplate on death. And that is every day happening to us. No one going to survive in here. No one going to be here forever. We all know that. So then think about it. Contemplate on it. And don't try to resist your death. You always think about it. Always think. It will help you to get out of a lot of unnecessary things. Because sometimes we think this everything forever for us. That's one of the major mistake we do. Sometimes this is the only time we have. But we believe this is going to be forever. Even the people, things, moments. Look at how many things in your life you miss, and anymore it's not going to come to you. So then, when you contemplate on death, when you always not half, completely grasping, get the 100% informations about it, your life going to change deeply. And you're not going to interfere with a lot of unnecessary things. It shaped your life. You become more productive, profitable. And other one is ahare patikula sanya. So ahare patikula sanya means reflecting on this digestive system, and whatever you eat, within another 24 hours, 48 hours, it flush away. Why you have to think about it? Because this eating deeply connected to our emotions. When you eat, you are not just eat to cure hunger most of time. If you're not aware, what happened? Your emotions eat. So when you eat any food, sometimes what happens? Your emotions get nourished. So if you look very carefully that when you eat, there are deeper plan ahead to maintain your life in a certain way. And it always related to desire, lust, most of time. So you eating means you healthy. Eating means sometimes why you want to be healthy. If you look very carefully, ask carefully. Oh, I want to have fun. So like that. I want to enjoy life. Who can enjoy life? For how long? No. What you mean by enjoying? That's why you eat. So you have to question yourself and see. So that's why I see that the Buddha mentioned here, if you want to get out of the suffering, don't afraid to go deeper. So when you go deeper, you find your own liberation. Otherwise, if you want to be here like this, you don't need this anything. But always remember that whatever you eat, it's change. It's go away. It become dust. It has more other deeper meanings, but for now, because we have to go a little bit more other information. For now, that's enough for you. Another one is Sabbaloke Anabi Rata Sanya. Sabbaloke means in this entire world, inside world, outside world. Na abhirata. Na means no. Abhirata. To hold, to grasp, claim as mine, to enjoy. There's nothing. For the moment, of course, you can enjoy regarding something, but in the very next moment, it's going to become the biggest trouble for you in your life. That's the word. For a moment, maybe you laugh. In the very next moment, you have to cry. So like that, try to understand. Look at your own life. You build up your life, you are enough mature to understand. You had children, you had husband, wife, you have a family life. Look into it a little bit. Don't get mesmerized with emotions. Look into your own children. Remember, you also used to be like that, a child to your own parents. But sometimes now, how you think about your parents, the way you think about your parents, how often you think about them, and what you do to them. And how about now you replace your own child to your place and think that your child the same like treat to you like you treat to your parents. But from the beginning, you enjoy, oh, this is my child. But by the time what happened, everybody start to have their own way. Maybe they have no time for you. Nothing wrong about it, but that's the very nature of it. So just try to understand it. And all these material things that whatever claim as yours, look that by the time that everything has to go away. And whatever as knowledge in your mind, valid only 5 years. After that, it changed. So Sabbaloke Anabhirata Sanya. There is no anything or any place to hold, grasp. Anicca Sanya. Impermanence. So that also very necessary. Impermanence here, there are two ways that you have to understand. One is the outside world, that what you see as objects. That also impermanent. And other one is 5 aggregates: form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition. So that means whatever happening in you out of your perception, not permanent. So it's always not belong to you. It happens as a result of cause and conditions. And the next one, anicca dukkha sanya. So that is very beautiful. These two things most of time people don't practice or don't hear that much. Anicca dukkha sanya means whatever impermanence, whatever the things impermanent, it has suffering. If anything is impermanent, it has suffering. It belongs to suffering. It can bring the suffering. It can invite the suffering. Anicca dukkha sanya. So when you see something impermanent, go through it and you see how it's suffering. But most of the time when we see the impermanence, we stop it there. It's permanent. No. Can you go through it and see through that impermanent how it creates the suffering? So maybe you like one beautiful glass, very expensive. You like it. But the glass itself breakable, fragile. That's the nature of it. It has no inherent, unchangeable, solid nature to be itself like that. So you don't understand that nature, and you start to love it, like it. And then what happens? One day it fell down and broken. And then because you like it, you start to become worried. So inside that glass, it was inherent with the dukkha, suffering. So now you are suffering. But if you are capable to see whatever impermanence, don't stop there. Go a little bit deeper and see in that impermanence where the suffering. And don't stop there also. So remember that then the mind, your awareness become free from this everything. Anywhere it's not going to stuck. Anicca dukkha sanya. The seventh one is dukkha anatta sanya. That's the most beautiful thing. This make you free from this all mental condition. This make you liberate. But you have to come from the beginning. Asubha sanya, marana sanya, ahare patikula sanya, sabbaloke anabirata sanya, anicca sanya, anicce dukkha sanya, and then you come to the seventh one. Not just go into seventh one. Don't try it. It's not going to work. You have to come reflecting on one by one, one by one, one by one. Once you come to the last one, it make you free. What is that? Dukkha anatta sanya. Dukkha anatta sanya means, so whatever this suffering, whatever this impermanence, whatever the struggle is not yours. It has not self. It doesn't have a self. See, in the past, that whatever happened to you, in the moment you used to believe, oh, why it happened to me? Why I am suffering like this? Why this pain for me? But it's already gone. If it is yours, it should be there with you. No. But most of time, that's whatever our suffering, we take personally. We personalize it. We believe it as me. We hold it, clinging to it, keep it. We put the ownership. We give an identity to that. I am suffering. I am in difficulty. I am in pain. But there is no such a thing like that. Because of necessary cause and conditions, that situations arise, but by the time it's going to go away. So then anything happened to you, don't take it as personal. Of course, you have to be careful. You have to take it as a situation. You have to work for that. But still, remember, whatever happens, don't take it personal. Why this is a kind of like a dharma? Why you have to hear this today? Because nowadays, one of the major problem in the world, major problem with our humanity, especially with young children, one of the major problem is whatever happened, they take it as personal. They take it as a kind of like a personal attack. You just imagine, even if you are the mother or the father, brothers, if you say something to them, don't do this, they come against you. They cannot take it. If you try to advise them, they kind of like take it personal and then make a big scene out of it. So now people are slowly losing this ability to understand. This the nature of life. Of course, when we get old, we certainly understand something. But what the point? In the best part of our life, we miss the wisdom. So then what's the point? So that's why dukkhe anatta sanya means whatever the suffering happens, it not belong to a self. It doesn't have any self identity. It doesn't have any self reason, or it doesn't have any personal reason. So that's why don't take anything as personal. Just take it as a part of life, part of dharma, part of world, part of this universe. You are not separate from the universe. You are inside the universe. You are not separate from the society. You are inside the society. You are not separate from the consciousness. You are inside the consciousness. You are not separate from the worldly nature. You are inside the worldly nature. So the very nature of the universe is change. So then remember yourself that whatever you experience, whatever you go through, when you take it personal, you are trying to separate you from that situation. But change is not separate from you. Change is the ultimate foundation in you. So you are itself the change. So when the day you understand it, you don't have resistance. You are not going against the change because you are the change. And once you understand that, you become like the sky, limitless, boundless, shapeless. Anything can go, any birds can fly, any flights can go here and there, any helicopter can, any cloud can go here and there, any thunder can, any tornadoes, it's available for anything, any sunny day, any, full moon day, any dark day, it is for any stars, it's available. No? It's available. Okay, your mind the same like that. You are the sky. Just think like. Don't be limited to problems. It make your life beautiful. Just welcome it. Allow it to be there. So if the sky is every day always sunny, 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 what's the point? No? One day it become cloudy, dark, and night, the stars, let's make it beautiful. No? So let your life to be shine like that. Be like the earth. This earth, you see that how many, the everything hold by this earth. It's not going to reject anything. It's not going to reject anything. Take a gem, gold, throw it, away from the earth, it will come down to earth. It will take. Oh, my child, come back. Take any cow dung, any dirt, any muddy things and try to throw it away from the ground. Oh, the earth will take it back. Oh, my son, come back. You plant any tree, the earth never going to resist. Oh, this is a beautiful tree. This is a flower tree. Oh, this is a nice tree. It's not going to, categorize anything. You plant any seed, the earth welcome it. It give birth to that any seed. You can, grill and dig, you can do anything. The earth itself hold that all. You are not separate. This is the thing. You are not separate from, you are part of it. Remember that. You are part of it. So if you understand that in your blueprint, you have this nature. So you are so strong, you are so big than you think. So then, but we become Lilliput, when we become limited to our problems, suffering, when you personalize, when you take things with the self-centered mind, you know what happened? You become a Lilliput. That's what happened to you. So don't make it yourself a Lilliput. And be like the earth. Be like the sky. Be like the ocean. It not belong to any country. There's no way, no one can hold it. The ocean is not just the waves. Don't keep counting the waves. Don't think when you go to the beach, when you go to the sand, you're looking at the surface level of the ocean. You enjoy it. But there are deep divers. See the beauty of the ocean. Not us. So yourself, make it like your life ocean. Learn to deep dive into it. And anything is there. It's welcome anything. So like that, it's not bound to limitations. So yourself don't bound to informations. Be boundless. Don't be limited to this outside waves. Oh, this happened to me. Oh, that happened to me. Why it happened to me? Why it happened to me? Oh, this have pain, that have pain. So like every day complain. Everything wrong. Why this wrong? Why this like that? Every day something wrong. Complain. Don't be like that. Get out of that mind. Be like the ocean. Learn to go deeper. And the wind. Look that it give the inhalation to us. It give the life to you. But it is so powerful. You know, have you seen how these tornadoes, when it come, you know, just the air, once it heat up, once it come together, how strong it is. You know, all this, sometimes it move away these huge buildings, tornadoes, these iron vehicles, throw away. So like that, you are born from the earth. You are born from the air. Each and every cell in your body depending on air. You have the same strength, power. Don't be always lethargic, sleepy. Oh, I can't do, I can't do. Don't do like that. You have so much energy, strength in you. From the birth, this air is keep nourishing you. It's like your father, it's like your mother. You are a part of the air. So be part of it. Don't separate from it. Be harnessed with it. When you feel lazy, do this, you will see. When you feel lazy, lethargic, and it's kind of like, you know, you have no idea what to do. Take a deep breath. Keep it a little bit inside you. Deeply breathe out. Then you will see how you shift the power of the breath, air. Why? Because you are itself the air. You are not somebody separate from it. So then remember this earth, sky, air, water, these elements is around us. That is what make us like this. Another one is the heat. So it gives the life to everything. The heat is the giving life to everything. That's why sun is so important. So you are the same like that. You are part of it and you have ability to give a life to a lot of things. Then just look yourself. Have you ever given birth to something with your conscious decision? Or most of time, are you rejecting, resisting, withdrawing things and personalizing? No, I can't do, no, I don't want to do like that. So think about it. Don't be afraid to contribute to the universe. Smiling and talking in a kind of like a nice way, being nice to each other, no matter what, forgiving to each other, and no matter what, you are capable to move forward. Like every day is a new day. Sunrise. Every day give us an opportunity. So can you keep that newness in you? Can you move forward without getting stuck with the bad memory or the anger, hatred, jealousy? So you have to reflect on that. So that is where you are slowly become a part of this universe and become free from this egocentric, self-centered mental structure. You become free from the names and the forms. So then remember that whatever dukkhe anatta sanya, this is what the missing golden rule in our life, because most of the time we think life is suffering, life is problem, but we don't see that whatever the suffering or the whatever difficulty is not ours, not permanent. It's come as a result of necessary conditions. When the conditions change, it go away. Don't personalize any problem. So that way, you are capable to be free in this very moment, in this very consciousness, within this very perception, not tomorrow, in this very moment. So whatever you perceive in this very moment, whatever arises you in this very moment, you are capable to be free. When the day you find that freedom, that is the day your liberation happens. So with that, I bless upon everyone. So by the power of the soul, practice, may everyone stay healthy and safe, and may no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Please say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.